via Big Marcel on Twitter, reported by Burt MMA on Instagram. So a screenshot of a Twitter post. Basically, Jermaine Duranamy, what I'm trying to say is it was announced from Big Marcel, passed down to Burt MMA, that Jermaine Duranamy will return to action this year, most likely in October or November. So it's confirmed. Jermaine is coming back, and we have a when. And it will be in 2023. So by the time she comes back, it will have been 3 years since her last bout, which was Juliana Pena in October 2020 in Fight Island, where she had a big finish over the, at the time, future champion, and then disappeared off the face of the earth. Left us wondering, where the hell is she? What is she doing? Why did she disappear? Because if you remember, Jermaine Duranamy was like on an active run. You know, after the Holly Holm fight, she, spent a year dodging Cyborg, but then came back in 2018, fought once that year, fought twice in 2019, once in 2020. And then I thought after that we were going to see her again in 2021, which we almost did. But then she pulled out of the Aldana fight and then took a lot of time off. Almost seemed like she wasn't coming back, but then we all came to a realization that she was actually about to give birth to a baby, which already happened, which makes no sense because in a lesbian relationship, I feel like it should be Jermaine's girlfriend doing the birth giving and nursing, you know what I mean? Kind of like what happened with Amanda Nunes, where instead of her giving birth, it was Nina Nunes, because Amanda's the man of the relationship. I see Jermaine Duranamy as the man of her relationship, given that she's actually a fighter. But whatever. So she's back. She's coming back. But that begs the question now. Who will Jermaine Duranamy fight in her comeback? So I'm looking at the rankings right now. I'm looking at the top 10. I personally think she should get a top 5 opponent to get her right back in the mix because she left as the number 1 contender. So I think that they should book her versus Ketlen Vieira. These two were already supposed to fight in 2018. I think it was Jermaine who pulled out, and then Ketlen just ended up fighting Kat. I think they should reschedule, an oldie from 5 years ago. Try to bring it back to life. Try to actually make it happen this time. And I think, obviously, if Jermaine Duranamy is at her best, then she should easily beat someone like Ketlen Vieira. But I also do think that is a good opponent for her return. I could also suggest Irene Aldana, but the problem is Irene she just previously, I think, got a foot surgery. So she's recovering from a foot injury at the moment. So I don't think it's likely that Irene will be back this year. I feel like she'll just come back early next year. So not Irene. I think the best opponent would be Vieira. Coming off a win, top 5 staple of the division. Can't be Raquel because she's fighting for the belt. Can't be Pena because she's also going to be fighting for the belt. Can't be Myra because she's going to be serving a suspension for failing a drug test. I mean, she could fight Yana Santos. She could fight Pani Kianzad. She could even fight Macy Chasson as well. That would be another good fight. Macy's also looking to return soon. I don't know if she already has a fight booked or not. But of all the fights I mentioned, I think that Ketlen makes the most sense and is the best option. Outside the 2 women who are supposed to fight for the title most likely, and the one who's serving a suspension, and also the one who's right now recovering from an injury, I think Ketlen is the best option. Winnable fight. I mean, she can also fight the other girls outside the top 5, but nothing to gain. I think it's good that she takes a fight that will get her right back in the top 5. And with the win, she's right back in the title picture. I'm interested to see how her return will look. Because obviously a prime Jermaine Duranamy is one of the best bantamweights on planet Earth. But right now, she's coming off a 3-year layoff. Probably already in her 40s by now. I haven't checked. But she's going to be old and coming off giving birth. And usually a lot of women who come back from giving birth and nursing kind of aren't the same, especially on their first fight back. Just ask Pena. Just ask Dern. So Jermaine could potentially be washed. Her best days might be behind her, but we're going to find out when she comes back. But I would love to have Jermaine back and back in the mix in the title picture, especially with Amanda Nunes being gone. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comments. How do you think her return will go? Who should she fight? Like and subscribe, and peace out.